good morning and a warm welcome to the CryptoMetal Market Report. Today's Friday the 4th of December. We're going to be talking about Bitcoin, gold, silver, platinum and copper. Okay, starting with Bitcoin. If we look at this 4-hour chart, you can see that pretty much what we discussed in the last video occurred out of the three scenarios. The first one was we were going to burst through the 20,000 level and probably come back and retest and then push forward. That didn't happen. The second scenario, I believe, was that we would retrace back down to support around this rising trend line and bounce off and then go through, which nearly happened. We did actually form a new all-time high, about 19,900, but we've come off that also. And this is an area of concern. We've started this rising wedge and we've formed this here, and if this, we need to basically have a close above 19,900, certainly into the 20,000s, to invalidate this area of resistance. It's quite a strong area of resistance, this all-time high. It's closes over the last, these are all 4-hour candles, so for the last few days the closes have been below the all-time high. If we don't get a push through here, or if we get to the top and fail, this will be a double top and we could see quite a sizable retracement, and these white dash lines are kind of the areas of support that I believe it could get to before it starts going back up again. And if we look historically at other Bitcoin bull markets, you can see retracements of 30 to 40% on average, 9 times in the last bull market. So it wouldn't be unusual for us to get back down to these kind of levels before we head back up again and still be in a bull market. It's a different asset to others because it's embryonic, but in real terms there's an awful lot of good news out there, and there's a number of companies, a very small number of companies, that are buying up all the Bitcoin. 900 Bitcoin are manufactured, if you like, on a daily basis, and PayPal, Square and Grayscale Trust are buying all of the supply, and that's only going to increase. And also we've obviously got other people, very wealthy people, buying large chunks of Bitcoin now, and lots of retail. In the previous bull market it was mainly retail buyers. There was no institutional money at all. It was seen as a bit of a mania, and obviously it's still here. It's going to be around for a good long while yet, and there's a number of countries, even Iran for example, buying Bitcoin. So there's an awful lot underpinning the price at this level, and it wouldn't surprise me if we didn't push through into the 20,000s this weekend and then get the retracement. But we do need to break through this level, and so it's one to watch, and it looks like it's having an attempt now, so bear that in mind. Okay, moving on to gold, the saga continues. We had a big sell-off down to my predicted area of about 1764. It bounced off there. It was a strong area of support, as I suggested, and it's headed back up, and it's kind of headed back to the area that was previous support at 1850. It's got a Fibonacci retracement tool drawn on here from the sort of push lower, and it's failing at the minute around the 61.8 level of Fibonacci, which is, as most people are aware, quite a strong area, a magnet if you like, in terms of retracements. So if it fails and we don't get a close above, say, sort of the 1848 level, we're going to be heading back down even lower, I think. And that area is going to be sort of the low 1700s inside of this area of support, which takes us back to previous weeks really. It's quite a strong area of support over here. So it's important today that it does push on and carries on in this vein. If we're still going to be breaking out of this bull flag on the upside, failing that, you know, it's got to be going down. We've got very weak dollar, so the scenario and fundamentals are right for this particular metal. However, there's a lot of news out at the moment that people are selling the gold to go into Bitcoin. Now, I do think next year, particularly with Biden If he gets into power as we expect, we are going to expect some volatility around the 14th of December when the Electoral College meet. Depending what happens there and any legal action that Trump's still utilising, this could affect everything. So we could see a spike in gold around the 14th to the 21st. But anything can happen at this point. But it's one to watch, the 61.8 retracement level, 1850. We need to get a close above there to be long. And if we don't, then we're going to be heading back down. Same story really with silver. We've got 61.8. I've drawn the Fibonacci retracement again on this sell-off that silver's had down to the lows here of around 21.87, as we discussed a few weeks ago. Again, we've got this kind of bunching, although this looks a bit more bullish than gold's structure. We have got almost a kind of a flag scenario occurring here, a bunching up of price around this area, and certainly around the 200-day moving average we've got here of 200-hour. In this case, it's a 4-hour chart. So if we are able to get a close above here 24.50, we will be bullish on silver and be long here. If it fails here today and early next week, then yeah, we will be going down to possibly 19s, 18s, 19s before the bull market carries on. Sounds quite unlikely because it's always been fairly resilient, but it's certainly a possibility. But it is looking like that, you know, we are it is undecided at this point and is looking for direction. It is getting a lot of support from the dollar we mentioned earlier with gold, and also platinum, which we'll come on to in a second, is leading the pack of precious metals and tends to be run in advance of silver. So let's have a look at platinum. Okay, as you can see back here, this is a 4-hour chart, and we've had a heck of a run going right back to sort of November 20th. It bottomed out around here, this kind of level, 840 level, 838, 840, and it pretty much retraced back down, nearly had another touch, but took off and has blown through this area of resistance. We've come back and retested it, and I would expect either some consolidation here or pushing on and given the dollar weakness and projected weakness over certainly the next few days, with Biden coming into power and extra money printing, that's going to push the dollar lower, and it's going to increase the potential for the metal prices to get higher. And I think platinum's leading the pack, followed by the silver, and then obviously gold lagging behind as usual. But this is a volatile market at the moment, and I think a lot's needed to change before we see any positivity. But we need some direction, and I think it will be coming in the next couple of weeks. Okay, as promised, we'll look at the base metals, in particular copper, that's leading the pack. Pretty much the platinum of base metals. It's taken off, it's burst through this area of quite strong resistance, really, particularly around the $3 level. But we've broken through that quite strongly, and it looks like we're heading up to the $4 level in short order. We're looking at a bit of resistance around the sort of 375 to 380 area, and then up to basically all-time highs. But we've got quite a bullish background to and fundamentals to copper, with the Chinese economy picking up after the issues with COVID. With the vaccine coming out, things are starting to happen over there in Asia, and in addition, stockpiling of the metal is obviously supportive of this price. We expect this to trickle through to other base metals and energy metals for the battery sector, and we've seen it in lithium, we've seen it in cobalt, and we're seeing it in zinc and others as well. So very bullish. Inflation is coming through, and hopefully the economy is being seen to pick up now with the vaccine. So I think going into 2021, this is going to be another strong story. We're expecting retracement at some point, probably in the next 25 to 30 cents really, but essentially it's all good news on the base metals front. At CryptoMetalResearch.com we have a number of services to educate and inform you on how to benefit from the financial reset in this massive bull market. We fully expect our portfolio to return multiple double digits in the huge financial reset we're going through. The risks are high, but so are the returns for those with industry connections. We have years of trading experience to support you during your journey. Our services include CryptoMetal Premier, a full done-for-you service for the time poor who see the massive potential of having your assets realigned to benefit from the next big investment boom. We do everything for you so you can sit back, relax and watch your assets appreciate. CryptoMetal Partner, a done-with-you educational service for those who want to be involved and learn how to benefit from this massive opportunity and receive signals of when to get in and out of your positions to maximise your profits. CryptoMetal Portfolio, a do-it-yourself solution so you can learn and apply the portfolio to your investments directly without any support or assistance. CryptoMetal Pulse, a signal service direct to your inbox as and when the market dictates, combining decades of technical analysis trading within your broader CryptoMetal portfolio. CryptoMetal Personal, a virtual one-to-one for those who want to know more, want to discuss their personal situation and investigate what CryptoMetalResearch.com's investor education can do for you and your financial wealth.